Hey folks, and welcome back. Thank you for joining me again this week. So I've come to the Sonia Residence. This is actually part of the Seven Seas Condominium. It's like the hotel part of the Seven Seas Condominium. So I've got a club room apparently on the 7th floor. They call it a club room. Got a quite good price on this one, so I wanted to come and have a look. A lot of people have asked me recently if I can start having a look at condos and long stay apartments. So this is kind of a bit of both. It's like a hotel attached to a condo. You can actually rent in the Seven Seas at the moment at quite a good price. And I was speaking to the sales manager. She's got a couple of bargains if you're looking for a studio, so let me know. So yeah, let's go and have a look at this one and see what you get. You can actually use the facilities at the Seven Seas here. So they've got a really impressive swimming pool and they've got a nice gym and things. So yeah, if you're staying at the hotel, you can use the facilities. The 7-Eleven just around the corner. It's quite a good location. I'll put the map up, show you where I am. Yeah, well, if you come out of the hotel, you basically turn right and you can get all the way down to the beach, or just probably 100 yards away, you get up to Second Road and you can get a back bus up to sort of Rumpole Market, and the rest is sort of Jomtien. So right, let's go and have a look at this one and I'll show you around. So the hotel's just set back from the road a little way. Check-in, I arrived at 1:30. Check-in took a little bit longer than normal. She actually needed my booking, so I had to go into my email and find my booking. They normally just sort of look at your passport and things. But when she actually found the booking, there was no problem. £1,000 back deposit on the room, and I was on the 7th floor. So my room is just down here, and it's the old-fashioned key. Okay, let's have a look at this room. So you've got your slot for your electric, and it's actually a key-operated door lock. And then there's no smoking, as many of them are these days. Then over this side we've got a sort of a luggage rack and a big mirror. A double wardrobe. Oh, and there is a safety box that is fixed down, and you can get a laptop in there, no problem. And then various other sort of shelves for shoes and things. And then you've got another full-length mirror, television, Samsung TV, maybe 42-inch, and a couple of remote controls. Air conditioning is actually blowing directly onto the bed, and it's actually also set on 25, so let's turn that down a bit. Then we've got a leather chair, which is just a normal chair. It's not a recliner or anything, no. Nice big window with a small balcony. The door's actually open. Yeah, so you've got a small balcony. And then that's my view. That's actually the breakfast room down there, and that's where I'm undercover parking. That's all part of the residence. And then obviously you've got the road and the rest of Jomtien. So it's a nice big bed. It's a 6-foot mattress on 2 single bases, which have been pushed together. I assume it's just a, is it a one piece? Yeah, it's actually a one piece mattress. And it's a really thick, it's a really thick mattress, that, with a mattress pad and a protector. That's going to be super soft to sleep on tonight. Thin duvet, couple of pillows, which are a bit sort of bit bumpy, but not too bad. Let's have a look at the other one. Oh yeah, that's a nicer pillow, so we'll use that one, I think. Yep, nice and clean, which is what we always like to see. Oh, having said that, there's a few little marks, but there's nothing too bad with that. I think the biggest problem is going to be getting out of bed, because you've got to step over this. You've got to remember it's there in the night. Right, and then coming round, you've got a small fridge, a couple of waters in the fridge, and then a kettle, a couple of cups and glasses and things. What have we got here? Oh, we've got tea bags, sugar, coffee, creamer. Yeah, and then, right, so let's have a look at the long, I should have done the long shot first, shouldn't I? There we go, let's have a view of the room first. It's quite a nice room, actually. Don't know why I'm saying that, sounding surprised, but yeah, because it certainly looked nice on the booking site. Right, let's have the ensuite. Yeah, it's a nice sizable ensuite. I do like a mirror in there. So you've got a hairdryer, nice big mirror, large basin. What have we got here? We've got nothing in there. Shampoo and I'm guessing shower gel. Yep, 2 of each. Couple of glasses, toilet hose, paper, what have you. And then a nice hanging round for your wet stuff. 2-piece shower. Let's give that a quick. Alright, so that's the rain tool. That certainly works nice. And then your handheld, yeah, there's plenty of pressure there, so that's nice, and it's not splashing everywhere either. Good. Right, what we didn't do was the blackout test, so we better do that. They look nice thick curtains, so I don't think it'd be a problem. Find some lights. Wow, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that is quite dark. You could easily sleep in here at night time. If I stand over here, you can see the bed. It's very dark, and there's absolutely no noise whatsoever. Right, well there we go. That's the room. Let's go and have a look at the rest of the hotel. There's the swimming pool. So that is 30, maybe 40 metres. So when you stay at the hotel, you can use the Seven Seas Condominium swimming pool, and there's a plan here of different pool areas in the buildings, and you sort of walk down this way and go in. And this is the first swimming pool. There's no towels or anything, you have to bring your own towels and things. You can also use the gym. And there was also a shuttle bus that ran, I think 9 till 3, that left the condo as well. So there's various sort of games you can play. So that's a half-size snooker table, foosball, and table tennis table. So this is sort of bar area. It doesn't look like it's very open, if I'm honest with you. So, but this is the reception. So my final thoughts on the Sonia Residence. Well, the room's not actually too bad. This is a Club King or King Club room, I think it's called. Yeah, and it's sort of a standard hotel room. The bed was quite comfortable. It's got a lovely big sort of thick mattress, nice 6-foot bed. The sheets and towels are a bit on the sort of the old worn side, shall we say. A bit frayed around the edges. But other than that, it was actually, you know, it was pretty good. Noise level, there was you get a bit of corridor noise. You can hear people walking up and down and moving around, and the maid sort of walking around quite a bit of the time actually. So yeah, there is noise. There's no bar noise or traffic noise whatsoever. I mean, I slept absolutely fine, but sort of like during the daytime, in general, when I've been in the room, you can hear people sort of moving around in the corridors. Wi-Fi, I put the Wi-Fi speeds up at normal. Wi-Fi worked quite well. TV, unfortunately, I couldn't really operate the television. The remote control doesn't work. I managed to switch it on, and I was sort of selecting channels, and I just couldn't. It just didn't seem to work, so I didn't really worry too much about it. But yeah, it had a nice picture. Probably needs a new battery in the hand remote, probably. But yeah. Biggest problem I had really was the shower. There's no hot water, and it's not a case of the shower's not working. There just isn't any hot water. It only, you know, the tap that you move only goes in one direction, so it's on or it's off. There's no sort of adjustment for hot or cold, so it is a cold water shower, which I found a bit bizarre actually. I mean, it was okay. It's you know, the water's probably still, I don't know, what, 35 degrees probably, so you know, it wakes up a bit more in the morning. Location wise, location is actually pretty good, because you just walk out of the hotel. There are bars and 7-Elevens and restaurants all around you. 100 metres to the left you can pick up a back bus at Second Road that will take you up to sort of Rumpole Market or even into Pattaya, or if you just carry on going straight you end up in Beach Road. Yeah, or Jomtien Beach. So, you know, the location is actually fairly good here. You can use the facilities of the Seven Seas condos as well. We've got a huge swimming pool. There's also a free shuttle bus that runs between 8 and 3 that takes you into Jomtien Beach. And they've also got a gym. I mean, I actually used the gym. It was busy, so I couldn't really take any pictures of it. That's quite a nice gym. I used the gym yesterday. It's got like 3 treadmills, a couple of cross trainers, plenty of sort of free weights and other machines, and you know, what have you. But say it was so busy yesterday, I thought I can't really film this. Check-in. I arrived about 1:30, and she actually had a bit of a problem finding. Well, I don't know whether she could find my booking, but she actually wanted my booking reference, which they don't normally ask you for. They normally just ask you for your passport, and they find it from there. But yeah, so she had to have a copy of the passport. I had to find the booking in my email. And it was £1,000 baht deposit, which I thought was quite high, bearing in mind what I'm paying for the room. So yeah, we'll see if we get that back. And we will be getting that back when I check out. So anyway, what did I pay for this? Right, well, I paid 830 baht, and so I've got a club room on the 7th floor with a double bed. Which is actually pretty good, room only. They do breakfast, but I have not had breakfast. The walk-in price for this, I noticed on reception, was 1900. Yeah, so but for that kind of, for 830, I think that's pretty good. It's quite a nice room. Location's fairly good, nice and quiet. You've got lovely sort of swimming pools. The hotel's got its own swimming pool, but you can use the Seven Seas swimming pools and gyms and things. So yeah, all in all, not a bad hotel. Had a quite a nice stay, and yeah. And if you do want a condo, Seven Seas apparently is where to go. So I'll leave this one here. I say thanks very much for watching, and bye for now.